I still need to rest. I still need to rest. I still need to sleep, guys. So, guys, this is the last midweek live show of the year. The last midweek live show of the year. Hopefully, it will be like a really good one. So, obviously, just to tell you beforehand, Friday is going to be the hangout. So, Friday is the end of year hangouts. We'll just talk about the year, World Cup review, a review of the whole year, and we shall be doing the brick door for the panelists. I will be announcing the three finalists for the brick door, and we all decided it's during the Monday hangout. So I will give you the finalists of who should be a brick door, and basically the streets will decide who will receive the brick door for worst panelist of the year, man. So the worst hangout member of the year. So we'll do that on Friday, and on Sunday, it is what it is. It's called GOAT Sunday. We should be discussing who is the GOAT. I will present it in the Hangouts format. And with Messi doing what he did, shout out to Di Maria and Emi Martinez, we shall be discussing whether Messi is in fact the GOAT or whether he was carried by Emi Martinez and so forth. But we'll discuss that and so forth. So guys, so welcome to the show. So again, for the show tonight, we're going to be discussing Casemiro. I want to have a real conversation with Casemiro. So I'm so happy that Yaz is here, us here, and especially my amigo Paul is here to discuss Casemiro and what he's doing with United. Of course, United overall, we'll dip into Chelsea. I want to have a sterling conversation. We have to talk about Reece James. It could be another major injury, and if it is, Chelsea are screwed. Chelsea are seriously screwed if it's for Reece James. And then Cody Gakpo, man, came out of nowhere. Liverpool have made that signing. What does that mean? And Joao Felix. I got told that Chelsea had sealed the deal. Now I'm hearing Arsenal and Man United that are looking to now try and get Joao Felix. So I think Felix is going to be a major signing for whoever is there in January. So shout out to your boy Paul, my Spanish brother. Shout out to your boy Yesir and your boy Osman. Remember, guys, like that vid. Subscribe if you're new. Have fun, chill out. It's the last show of the year, so show some love. Send in those super chats. Remember those super chats. We thank them for the donations. It helps to keep this channel growing on and on, man. So how was everybody's Christmas? If you don't celebrate Christmas, how was your last few days of relaxation?
Well, it was good. It was very good.
Lots of food.
I mean, I don't celebrate it, but it was good to hang out with family. This is just like family time. Everyone's off school. Everyone's off work. So we just kind of got together, and it was fun. It was very fun.
Well, also, what about you? How was your break, bro?
Man, I needed that break because school has been kicking me out, bro.
Bro. No. I tell you what, bro. I was trying to think like, Now, summer holiday was better for school. Summer holiday from school was still better, but Christmas holiday was cool though. But I tell you, I did not realize how much streaming has taken out of me physically. The amount I've slept. All I've done is sleep and watch movies. That's what I did. Sleep, watch movies, and just eat. Seriously, like that's all I've done. Like I have been sleeping like a crack addict. Crazy, man. So Paul, what about you? You've been around. So Paul was telling me that he's been around Spain with the Familia. How was the break for you, bro?
It was especially good because even though I'm actually not very like really like familiar and everything, but man, like being out because I was in England, like I had some friends, but and coming back with my family and everything, it was special and it makes me appreciate them more. So yeah, and this right now I'm in my Spanish setup.
Okay, you're back in Spain.
Probably people will be able to see me much better with this camera, but and also wanted to go back in the show because it was a while since I didn't appear. And I know Merry Christmas. And
Paul, where in Spain are you from?
From the south, Andalusia. Granada, to be more precise.
So is it hot in the south or hot? Because I know Seville is the hottest.
Yeah, no. Well, Seville, it used to be. It normally is, but right now it's like the whole of Andalusia is crazily hot. But it's cold. But probably people who are not used to it will still think that it's hot even in these days. It's probably 19 Celsius. I don't know.
No, because I remember there was one thing they said, like, I think the hottest ever recorded place in Europe was in Seville. So that place is hot. Yeah. All right, guys, look, man, let's just get to it. So, all right, let me hit that stream marker, man. Now, so I watched the United game. Played really well. Shout out to Nottingham Forest and so forth, but I think United were just too much better than them. And I just think that United just had way too much quality. Yes, Rashford scored. Yes, Fred scored. Yes, Martial scored. But there was one standout performer there. And I think it was obviously Casemiro. And I'm looking at what this guy is doing and I'm like, do we give Casemiro enough credits for who he is as a footballer? That's my thing, because when I just look at what Casemiro has been doing for multiple years, because I think just calling him a DM does him a disservice as a footballer based on just how overall talented that he is, because I feel he's more than that. And my thing is that I remember this even from his days watching him at Real Madrid. Okay, yeah, I can do the DM thing. I can do the breakaway thing. But, I need to step up in central midfield. Okay, let me distribute. Let me hit that pass. Let me switch play. Let me create. Let me hit that through ball. You know what? Let me hit like a 40-yarder and score. I don't think that in today, right now, there is a better all-round footballer than Casemiro in terms of tackling, defending, passing, shooting, progressing with the ball, DM, CM, and being a box-to-box. His talent level as far as an outfield footballer goes is freaking insane. It's absolutely insane. So my thing is, because I'm going to go to Paul afterwards, but I want to first go to Yassir. Yassir, do you realize the kind of player that United have? Do you realize the kind of steal that you made in Casemiro? And if you buy the right pieces in January, United could be a serious team, because Casemiro could still give you 2 to 3, 4 very good years. Do you realize what you have?
Oh yeah, 110%. Here's the thing, HH, like, sometimes there's certain arguments I kind of don't have anymore in terms of football because I get tired of it. If you don't understand Casemiro and how good he was at Real Madrid, then I want to argue with you because you're not watching football. If you're watching football, you will know how. People say that team that won, especially that team that won, especially I believe it was the three-peat.
Yeah.
The difference was Casemiro. People don't understand that. People don't understand that when what ended up happening was Di Maria left. Xavi.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying it was the main difference?
It was the main difference. Because here's the thing.
So even more so than Modric.
More than everything. Because I remember when they bought James Rodriguez, there was an imbalance in that midfield. For whatever reason, Real Madrid were trying so hard to put Modric Kroos and James Rodriguez in the midfield. And it kind of worked, but it was not. It was imbalanced. It wasn't. I think it was Rafa Benitez. Was it? I believe Paul, if I'm not mistaken, or was it Zidane? Or
it was earlier than Zidane. I think.
Zidane. It wasn't until him that introduced him, the Casemiro that allowed him just to sit and be a defensive midfielder and allowed Kroos and Modric to play to the full potential. That everything clicked. And that's the thing. And what's crazy is the final that you didn't do a post-match stream for, the Juve final. Who scored the second goal?
And it was a crazy goal. It was a crazy goal.
Out of nowhere.
I think I already left the bar when he scored. I think when Casemiro scored, that's when I then left the bar.
Because the game was 1-1. The game was 1-1. It was unbelievable because Mandzukic scored that goal.
Yeah.
The first goal for Juve. The first goal was scored by Ronaldo. Beautiful assist by Carvajal. Unbelievable. One time, boom. Bottom left, I believe.
Bottom left.
Yes. And then you come back in the second half, and I'm sorry, guys.
Yes. What the hell? Are we in an office?
I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, good.
I apologize. It was, and then the second half came. And this is something that
yes. Do you realize the player you have?
I do, but then the thing is, sometimes
I don't think you do.
But then
I don't know. For me, I don't think United realize what player that you actually got from Real Madrid.
100% I do. But here's the thing.
Okay. Yes, so just so that for I'm going to go to Paul. Okay, Paul, talk to me. Okay, Paul. So here's my thing to you. I know it's Real Madrid. I know the Real Madrid are a team who aren't behest on one player and so forth. But isn't there a part of you that says that why would we allow Casemiro to go?
I'm so fine with it.
Because Tchouaméni ain't Casemiro. Tchouaméni, he's a quality young player.
No one we sign is going to be Modric, Kroos, or that. They could be in the future someone or even better than them. No youngster is going to improve Casemiro or Kroos, Modric. It's impossible. Okay, but this is that is for the future. Anyways. I don't regret signing Casemiro. In fact, I think it was a win-win. It's one of those transfers where Madrid was able to get one of those veteran players out of the pitch. But he was by the way, he was playing a little bit not that good the last two seasons. Last season especially, although he had a good last game. In fact, he was MVP in that European Super Cup. But to be honest, look. With his money, we were able to buy Tchouaméni, which is a great, midfield for the future. Who knows what Tchouaméni can do in the future? And to be honest, I don't regret it at all. It's just, listen, it's good business. United got a top-class player. We got we were able to have a step forward to get more youngsters in the team, because would Tchouaméni be improve so much without so much game time? That's another question.
Yeah,
because I can assure you that with Casemiro in the team, he would have played as starter with Ancelotti. There's no way Tchouaméni starts. So I don't regret it, if that's the question. I'm happy for United. I'm happy for Casemiro, and yeah.
So yes, I'll come to you, but us. So I mean, but because I don't think Yaz realized. Yaz just he doesn't realize. Do you realize the player that you have? Because it's not just the UCL experience, it's not just the Real Madrid experience and so forth. It's a guy who is still playing at a very, very high level, and the amount of value he brings to the entire team.
I mean, his quality was shown once he started playing. He started playing regularly, because at first Casemiro, I don't know what everybody's believing, but when Casemiro first started trying to get into the team, he wasn't playing that well. He was a bit shaky. He was a bit out of the pace. So I'm just hopefully he comes to good. And we're seeing it right now. We're seeing how good Casemiro is. And you guys don't understand, when you're playing with high level quality players like Modric and Toni Kroos, you just naturally start understanding the game better. Because Yasir, you gotta relax. He wasn't the main difference in those finals. Because Casemiro is a rock. If you're in a bad situation, he's able to read the game well. And this is something that Conte needs to learn from. Casemiro does not rely on his physical abilities. Casemiro is he's so his
wait,
IQ.
wait, hold on. Okay, so why are we so you're not throwing shades at N'Golo Kante?
No. Because Conte, no, I'm keeping it real right now. I'm keeping it real. And Conte, when you look at him, he relies on his physical ability. He's running around the pitch and all that. Casemiro, he doesn't need to do that. Casemiro already knows he's like, okay, so I'm gonna need to stay here. I'm gonna need to understand where the passes are going. And as the game goes on, he can intercept. He can do this. And this is something I did not like when Paul was mentioning. Casemiro is an incredible passer of the ball. I don't know why people say he's not.
Well, he's amazing. No, because for me, you know what Casemiro is? I think Casemiro, he's like a chameleon. He's like, okay, what do you want me to be in this game? And I'll be there. Do you want me to be a central midfielder distributor? Cool. Do you want me just to be a destroyer DM? Cool. Do you want me to basically step up and actually add into the attack? Cool. Like, he can so fit into whatever kind of footballer you want him to be, which is what makes him so valuable.
And I wish we had him the year before. Imagine him with Paul Pogba. This would have been
now we get to the crux of the
Pogba.
This is what Pogba was needing. He needed someone like Casemiro on his team. He had McTominay.
Basically, now we're getting to the crux of the matter because Pogba with Casemiro, that's
over. It's over.
That's
I
it.
don't care when
I do not have six that is the player that literally that Pogba was waiting for was Casemiro, and he comes basically. It's just so crazy how life works. Literally, that was the player in which you will now get this guy because Casemiro will hold on the midfield and Pogba can do whatever he wants through the midfield and can be held down, and boom, you're sorted. United are now official.
And this is why we need Frenkie de Jong as soon as possible. If we need to get that transfer over the line as soon as possible because we need someone that not only complements Casemiro but also can help with the attack. Because if you see in our attack, guys, this is the first time we've had a 3-goal difference in the Premier League. Do you understand how crazy that is? We don't score enough.
Since when? Like, how long has it been?
This season.
Oh, this season. Oh, wow.
In the this is bad, guys. Like, when you cannot score more than 2 goals and like.
But look, I'll be real with you because again, that's why I'm sweating now because we already know what Newcastle are doing. Like, if you can keep Martial fit, and it's all dependent on January, but United look legit right now. And again, I don't want to beat a dog when he's down, so let's just mention the other guy. But now that the other guy is no longer a factor, this now looks like a team.
It does.
This now looks like a team now. But the issue is that once Martial goes down, then that's an issue because now it's a lot of pressure on Rashford.
Don't worry, we'll get Joao Felix. Don't worry, we'll get Joao Felix. It's all good.
Okay, Oz, you're gonna just chill. Like, let's just hold on. So yeah, you're gonna say something and then come to Paul.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me just say quickly, I disagree with Dr. Oz in this bit. I don't think we need Frenkie de Jong.
Just call him Oz. He's not a doctor. Just call him Oz.
Shout out to you, Oz. Dr. Oz, man. H is a hater. A hater.
Yes, I'm a hater, man.
No, I don't think we need Frenkie de Jong, but we need. I think what Man United needed the most, but since we don't have Pogba anymore, I think we need a player in the mold.
There's not a Pogba.
We don't know.
There isn't one.
There isn't another Toni Kroos either. But we need a player that can dictate the tempo of the game. And that's something we don't have. That's something we do not have.
I don't understand. Frenkie de Jong is the closest we can get to.
But yeah, Frank is the closest.
Like that's drama. I don't want to deal with drama. I don't want to deal with that drama.
Wait, hold on. How's that drama? Drama in what sense?
The summer we had, I'm not trying to deal with that.
Oh,
Frenkie de Jong. If you love Catalonia, you love Pep Guardiola and Johan Cruyff and
but the fact of the matter is, apart from Frank, who else is out there who can be like, okay, I'm going to step up and control the tempo of the game?
I don't like anybody comparing Frenkie de Jong to Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves is nothing like Frenkie de Jong. If you watch Ruben Neves' game,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Much different.
I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a player that's gonna cost us a lot of money, but I would love to have him. And that's Enzo Fernandez, bro. I would love to have that player, man. Enzo Fernandez, I would love to have. But that's the thing is he will cost 100.
Chelsea are interested in Enzo as well. You know,
Enzo will be if we buy Enzo HH, I'm not gonna lie to you. You will see an arrogant yes. That would be so
okay. So Paul, Paul, look.
Yeah.
So here's my thing. I get it. It's Real Madrid. I get it. So you have all these UCLs and so forth. So, and I think, look, what I've always admired about Real Madrid is they've never sweated losing a so-called big player. Oh, we lost Cristiano. We can't do anything. Yeah, we can still win the UCL without Cristiano. So what I think Real Madrid have ever been, they never feel like as if a player leaves, crumble, because it's always about the future, the next step. But Paul, is there no part of you that says, man, just still having Casemiro in this team just as a rock?
No. I mean, this is not disrespect to Casemiro. I mean, he's been great. To credit for what Oz said, is true. I didn't expect Casemiro to play this good at Manchester United. But I will say also that he's not playing the same system, okay? I don't think in United he's the only one holding the midfield, okay? It's true Eriksen is more focused on doing those crosses and everything, but I feel like it's not a single pivot. In Real Madrid, he had to attain for Kroos and Modric not holding midfield. He had to do everything alone. If he had to do that in United, it's day in, day out. Would he be able to do that? I don't know. Again, he maybe could. And again, if you don't spend energy on holding the entire midfield, you are better doing those passes and everything. Even taking that into account, I would say I didn't expect this Casemiro. I have to eat my words, because I did say he wasn't that good of a passer inside of what Casemiro and Real Madrid players. Having said that, what you said, HH, look, again, it's just what do you want? Like, I think still Real Madrid made the best decision possible. With being interested in Tchouaméni, Casemiro understood that Real Madrid was telling him, you know what, you can stay, but we would like you to think about leaving soon. That's what Real Madrid did by just being interested in Tchouaméni. And Casemiro understood that, and he said, you know what, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna give you money. I go to a fairly good team, although it wasn't the best place. A lot of money, good contract, and with the same money, we basically didn't lose any money. We got a brand new elite, not at the same level, but elite player. But I have to say, Tchouaméni is playing brilliant football right now in Real Madrid. Brilliant football. Anybody who watches him knows it. And I swear to you, HS, not even a 1%. Like, this was a brilliant movement from Real Madrid and from United. I'm absolutely happy with this.
I do agree with that, though. Like, I agree.
Oh, no, I mean, no.
Because here's the thing, HH. They have a history of this. When when Man United signed Di Maria, Di Maria was unbelievable. They won and especially in the final, and especially in the World Cup for Argentina. The guy was unplayable. They sold him to Man United. And they also sold Xabi Alonso that year as well. They sold him to Bayern Munich. He was balling in Bayern Munich. They also, when they sold Cristiano Ronaldo was still balling. HH.
Ozil.
Ozil. They sold Ozil to Arsenal. And here's the thing. One thing I always respect Real Madrid is they know when to sell. They know when to sell. And I feel like that's a problem with a lot of big clubs. A lot of big clubs, we hold on to sentimental far too long. They we know you're a great player, but that's it. You're not.
No. For me, basically, when I knew that Real would never be held him was with the whole Cristiano thing, because when they allowed him to go, they were like, no. And for me, I was like, wait a minute, this guy has more goals than games. But Paris was like, look, either you get in line or cool, we'll go and we'll survive without you. And they thrived without him. So that's when you knew that, okay, no, Real Madrid, these guys are different, man. These guys are not going to be beholden to any kind of oh my gosh, a player can never be bigger than the club. And once you understand that, your club can always thrive. And that is where United failed with Cristiano to a degree. Eventually, you realize, but United were in a position of where Cristiano was almost bigger than the club. So United starts, because really, United should have nipped that whole Cristiano thing in the bud early. They'll be like, do what Real did. Either you get to line, or no, you're out, because the club was here before you, and the club will be here after you. So
no, in Chelsea with Kante, Barcelona with Messi. And
Paul, cancer is a very sensitive.
No, it's true though. It's true though.
I'm just saying that's a very sensitive subject.
By the way, you could have replaced them.
Sorry. Pogba left for free. Yeah. Pogba left for free. If you knew you wouldn't be able to keep him in the team because you knew you weren't going to sign anyone, you weren't going to support him, why the hell don't you just sell him the year previous or something? I don't know. Instead of wishing he stays because he loves United, doesn't make any sense.
You have to be ruthless at the highest level. That's just the honest truth.
All right, let me hit on Dubinsky's man. So Eddie Martin says City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and United for top 4. So you're ignoring Newcastle, and what if Chelsea get the signings in January? You're ignoring Chelsea's January charge, and I think you're also disrespecting Newcastle. That's what I'm saying, man. Talents FC. After tonight, Casemiro is up there with. He's a troll. He's a troll. It's Italian FC. He's a troll. The guys are like, don't listen to anything. The guys are troll. He's trolling.
How dare you compare this at the Rice?
He's trolling. Don't say he's trolling. Artumo, Yassier, who has a landline in 2022. I'll say it again, Yassier, I am not making any judgments of what that phone call is. All I'm saying is that any guy that answers with a code phone in 2022, 2023, lips are sealed. Lips are sealed. Aha, okay, sure. Alhambra, Yaz's agents telling him his own. Guys, the finalists will be announced probably tomorrow or the day after in a ceremony. The ceremony will be announced, and then we shall decide it on Friday. Friday is when we shall actually decide who wins the brick door panelist. But trust me, we have 3 tough finalists. It's going to be tough. Hearty Mobile. Casemiro is a better DM, but I think Partey has better bowling ability.
Absolutely.
Was as a 10. I have cast slightly ahead of this season was close. No, see.
Wow. Come on.
If you're talking overall, sorry. Casemiro's overall footballing ability defeats Partey. It does. Because you haven't really watched Casemiro for some Real Madrid games. I told you, he's a chameleon. He'll be a DM. He can be an all-rounder midfielder as well. So he can be all different styles. Stop it. Because Cass is different. Talent FC. Shaw is the best left back in the world. Rashford over Mbappe. All right, Talent FC. Thank you for that, bro. Thank you, bro.
Shaw did play quite good at centre back.
Yeah. I'm liking Shaw this. Shaw's been playing well for England and also for United, good consistently.
I think he's regained his form.
I've been telling you people, Maguire is the problem. Maguire makes Shaw look bad. That's the problem.
But Maguire
respect your captain.
I don't care.
Does Maguire make Shaw look bad in England?
No, it doesn't.
That's the question. So why United?
Yeah.
But then again, you're playing with 3 DMs for England.
No.
Better not be speeding.
Southgate didn't play 3 DMs this time. He played with quite.
No. He was actually very, very positive against France.
Maguire was almost MVP in some games. To be honest, I'm not even gonna lie. I remember some games in England where Mag was a back 4 and Maguire was one of the best players.
Wait, wasn't he the one that the reason why they scored?
Against Giroud, that second goal through.
Yeah. No.
No. You can't ignore that there were a lot of games. There were much more games where Maguire was not only good, but one of the best English players than one where he flopped a goal.
All right, so good. So, thank you for the Dubinsky, Joshua. Thank you for the Dubinsky. Cristiano Ronaldo, Yassier, pick up. Find me a club in Europe. #UCL. Yes, he's looking for a club, bro. Can you answer the phone, please?
Apparently, Real Madrid, bro. That's what I'm hearing. That's the rumor.
Yeah, see, I was reading something in the group chat. I was like,
no, but you know what? Because I don't want to.
Paul, please don't.
No. In fact, I will not, because what I want to say is that I did say in the group that there was apparently Cristiano Jr. was again at the academy, but apparently it's not true. Yeah, right now there's information that he did play some games, but he's not officially in the academy, and so yeah. I mean, if he was in the academy, that's something to think about. But
your boy Wing Kai is 100 in number 9. I'm slightly moved. Mount equals deceit. Don't worry, wing. We'll get back to this. We'll get
We're
back to
doing
this
this again. Is this what we're doing now? Like,
relax. Busquets would never come to the EPL and do this.
Different players.
Look, the EPL is no longer like the benchmark of greatness. Let's stop this. Come on, please. Let's stop this. Mount's performance has Messi in. Okay,
guys. See, we're going back to this nonsense.
Bundesliga style made Sterling and Kai look good. Wing, you were the biggest enemy of Kai. So, and also, I'll talk to you about Sterling, man. Relax. Shout out to your boy, Asma. Thank you for the door, Alex. Casemiro, the Lambo truck. Big up every single time. Waiting Casemiro fit see him for sleep. Us regular people don't fit see even if we climb Iroko tree. His football IQ is different levels. Basically, he's talking in pigeon. He's talking in pigeon. No, look, touch on Casemiro quickly. RDS, man. I mean, because I'm saying that he is the best all-round player in the world right now in terms of defending, passing, attack, in terms of just everything recorded of an Arsenal player. I think he's the best.
I mean, maybe it's just strictly best like all-round player in the world, so to speak. So, but Premier League is definitely a good shout. I could definitely on Premier League being a good shout because as I tweeted out, I was like, I don't actually know what United season would look like if Casemiro wasn't there. Yeah. I generally don't know. I know people like I remember seeing a while back when I know people saying Ten Hag and the whole Ronaldo song and stuff like that. I was thinking, okay, yeah, but honestly speaking, like Ten Hag wanted Frankie De Jong, who's not a bad player,
but he ain't Casemiro.
He's not Casemiro, and so I wonder, like, if United got Frankie De Jong and not Casemiro, would United be where they were? I don't think so. I think a lot of where United are in the league right now is because of how just fantastic Casemiro is. And I'm sure Paul will agree, but I don't think many people appreciated how good Casemiro was on the ball until he came to Manchester United. Because obviously Modric was there, Kroos was there, obviously fantastic.
But the thing though is, maybe you didn't see it in youth but because I watched La Liga games as well, there were La Liga games in which, Casemiro can actually do this. So the games where I think maybe Kroos was injured, I think he was injured, and he'd actually take the central midfield. This guy can pass around and everything. But you never saw that in the UCL when everybody was fit.
It's just more like when you're with brick midfielders, so like it just gets highlighted even more.
You also have to take into account that Casemiro didn't need to be good on the ball at Madrid. You had Kroos and Modric. Like all you had to do was be able to be that first line of defense for the team. That's it. That's why people don't really see it like that. Now that at United, we don't have any good on the ball midfielders. And because Casemiro has to raise his game, everybody's understanding it now.
Real Madrid 14 sales. Thank you for the dub. Yes, here. Can't wait for the annual Kirk Cousins playoff disaster class. Wait. Who does Kirk Cousins play for?
It's Vikings.
Lord. HH, we good. We got so many. Tournaments football over league football. I miss the World Cup. We all do, man. We all do. And everything. And also, by the way, guys, can people stop trolling my Twitter about making Messi the GOAT? Can you just leave? Can you leave me? Artists, literally, this is cyberbullying. Now, I actually believe in cyberbullying now. Bro, guys, leave me alone. Let me live my life. Jesus. God damn. All right, let's
you could probably monetize it. Like you could sort of monetize in a way where like you get a bit of money and say like I'll reveal it. It would go pay like £10 or something.
Listen,
and tease it.
No, don't give me that idea.
Especially drop a dub and I'll say meh.
Yeah, exactly.
So also at the very end, I'm like, you know what? Let's start again. Let's start again.
In Twitch, the channel points. Where you put like one minute.
Okay. Let's talk about this, guys. Okay, guys, I'm scared.
Before you go into, can I share like a worrying? Because I know you talk about trolls. Can I just share a slightly worrying photo?
Don't do it. I can't imagine RDS things already.
Now, one player is arguably a Brazilian. Fraud in Fred costing World Cup.
Are you sure it's a fraud? How are you sure it's a fraud?
No. There's
He's got a goal today, though.
Yes, that's a quality goal. That's a quality goal by Fred.
It's a very good goal. Now, the other player on the right, is essentially like Arsenal's like ex side.
You know, we're getting on Nkunku, by the way. So
you are
in the summer. By the way, he has an ACL tear as well. You know, he's injured.
But what I want you to emphasize here is that, and I didn't really appreciate this in the Premier League anyway, is that the Brazilian fraud has 2 goals. I hope everyone in the chat can see this. And the Chelsea number 9 has 1 goal. Now, HH and the chat, do you think that this is the fact that Chelsea's number 9 has less goals than Fred? Is this worrying?
But did you know what's funny?
This is a concern.
Was Aubameyang starting in this game? No, he came off the bench, which means that we are moving forward. And also, we've just signed the Drogba 2.0. So Drogba 2.0 is on his way.
Did Fred start the game, HH?
What?
Did Fred start the game for United today?
I know, Vet scored. The Vet scored.
No, Fred didn't start the game though.
I know. We're getting the Drogba 2.0 in January. He's coming in January, hopefully.
I see.
So,
okay, yeah.
Guys, before I was rudely interrupted, I'm scared. Reece, he might be out. The way he looked, it looks like months. It looks like months.
Graham Potter said that he confirmed it was the same area. So there's chances are that it's probably this.
And also, you always know, like you can tell by the players' body language when they're like, "Oh, not again," and they know that it's that again, and how severe it is. Now, Chelsea can go out and get a right back. I don't know whether in January Chelsea can get a right back as good as Reece James. The thing about Reece James is he's not just a defender.
He's your best player.
He's Chelsea's best player. So he's actually vital for Chelsea's attack. So especially with what Newcastle are doing, with how United are looking right now, and what is going to be a very aggressive January. January right now is make or break for Chelsea. Lord only knows what would have happened if Chelsea lost against Bournemouth. Lord only knows, but thank God that doesn't happen. And seeing how crap Nottingham Forest is, please, I'm expecting another 3 points against Nottingham Forest on the weekend. But RDS with Chelsea, because I want to get let me flip it. Let me talk about Sterling. Now, RDS, I got attacked for my views on Sterling. Mm-hmm. So I said that this Sterling, he's washed. He's no longer the same player, and Chelsea need an upgrade. Mm-hmm. And I got attacked by saying, people said, Sterling, he played well today. He played really well. Like, what are you doing? What did you see? Now, you see, I have my own eyes and so forth. Because someone said, okay, he can do a job. I need someone to be able to do a job there. This is now tense right now. With Newcastle, Tottenham, Liverpool, and so forth, every game is vital. Mm-hmm. A guy that cannot do a job ain't going to be good enough with the amount of pressure Chelsea, because the situation Chelsea are in right now, you need to win every game. Every game needs to be won now. So in your view, do you still think Sterling can do a job for... two things. Do you think Sterling can still do a job for Chelsea? How bad could a Reece James injury be for Chelsea?
It's difficult, bro, because I think this has probably been because of course, the Newcastle factor, this is probably arguably the most, and obviously Arsenal's resurgence, this is probably the most tight top 4 that we've seen in possibly years. It's essentially a top 7 now. It's a top 7. It's just a question of what's the order. Who's going to be in the Champions League? Who's going to be in the Europa? Who's going to unfortunately be in the Conference League? And it's tough because you're looking at Sterling, you're thinking maybe last season or the season before, he's good enough to fight for this top 4 spot. But now with how Arsenal are cooking now, like Arsenal got 40 points, Arsenal getting top 4. Let's keep it stacked. Whether they win the league or not, they're not. But
let's say they're safe from relegation. So 40 points is safe from relegation.
Hey, little bro doing well. We got to admit, little bro are doing well. And you also got to understand, as I keep on telling you, it's like Chelsea have not played City or Liverpool yet. Everyone else has.
And also, that Liverpool game is the game in hand.
Exactly. So you could easily, especially without Reece, you could easily look and start thinking, those are 6 points dropped. And now your Newcastle are way ahead, City are way ahead, potentially United are way ahead, Spurs are way ahead. So if I'm Chelsea right now, I need to be going into the transfer market in January. and I need to get a replacement for Reece James if you can, and possibly like a winger.
I don't know. Yes, need a winger.
But I think don't. Maybe this is out of the blue, but like, don't you think Chelsea need a proper DM?
Yes.
Don't worry, they got the Zach.
No, shut up.
No, Zakar and Jorginho on.
No. They no.
HH, how long has it been like since you have had a proper CDM? Because it's not the same having a Kante, which is a player who maybe a DM can be a great footballer in covering a part of the midfield, but someone like Casemiro back in the days, a CDM, which is I think what Chelsea need. Like, have you actually had this kind of player?
No. I mean, no. Look, I think everyone knows that Chelsea's priority is a reliable goal scorer. That's the first thing. There is no reliable thing, but I think in terms of structure, 100%, there needs to be a rock in the midfield. Hence why we started with Casemiro. Once you have a Casemiro there, everything can just flow through. When you have a Rodri there, everything can flow through. When you have a Fabinho there, everything can flow through. In the modern day right now, you need that kind of CDM midfield general presence to pretty much hold the structure foundation of your team, which is what Tchouaméni is now for Real Madrid. Jorginho, he's washed.
What position does Louis Hall play again?
Who?
Louis Hall, your Chelsea academy player? Like, what's his position?
Artists. Shout out to the youth. I don't know that Whitney Houston said that like the children will make the future better. But artists, right now, I need my Casemiro. You see, artists, you're not going to have a Casemiro, and we're not going to have to look at kids now and the youth. No, that's not happening. I want my Casemiro. Okay, I'm not going to the damn La Cobham for a freaking CDM.
You're not giving Kante a new contract, as for mine to understand as well. He's being released on the free in the summer. So you need a DM of some sort.
Okay, see, Paul, this is the greatest tragedy, is Kante. That is the greatest tragedy. And I think that, you see, I'm finding it difficult to let go, but I have to let go. But my thing is, okay, if you let go of Kante, who? Because the issue is, I don't think this. But my issue is that these guys with Tottenham and so forth, I don't think they know what they're doing. Chelsea are going. I can't pronounce this guy's name. This guy has like a 4 or 5 names from freaking Monaco. He's another central defender. So I'm like, how many defenders are you getting when the priority is having a CDM, a quality CDM?
You know what? I agree with you. I will agree with you in this. I think before any winger, any attacker, I thought an attacker, but you know what? You're right. You build teams from the defense. I don't know. I don't remember who said this. I don't remember which manager, but it's true. You build teams from the defense because you need a solid base. And I agree. You're 100%.
So actually, no. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the streets. Is Amrabat available? Because I know he's from Fiorentina.
I think no, but he's not gonna leave. I think he said like he's very happy at Fiorentina. It's like
Paul, money changes everything, man. In the words of $1 Million Man today, BSA, everyone has a price. Everyone has a price.
But you also haven't looked at his age. He's 29.
Well, it's fine.
I'm desperate. So,
you know what's the problem? I'm gonna tell you guys the truth because people don't like to tell the truth. The issue that Chelsea had for a long time is with Jorginho. Jorginho, he is not especially in the league, in the Premier League, you need a different type of defensive midfielder. Jorginho in Italy, phenomenal, can hold by himself.
No, not only in Italy, under Sarri's system that is highly possession orientated.
But also, look at who Jorginho always had.
Sorry, by the way, Amrabat is 26, by the way. He's not 29, he's 26.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because the thing is, look what Jorginho had with him. You always had to play Jorginho with N'Golo Kante. You always had to play Jorginho with a Kovacic, someone that can cover ground. Because Jorginho is not that type of player. Jorginho is not the type of player that if once the ball, like Mason Mount or whoever loses the ball in transition when you don't have the ball, he cannot cover ground.
Jorginho's daddy is Sarri. Jorginho can only exist and function in a team that keeps possession, which is what Italy did at the Euros, and is what Sarri's teams did. Once the ball now goes back and forth, he doesn't have the athleticism of Fabinho or Casemiro to be able to recover the ball. He is literally his defensive liability.
Exactly. But then also in Italy, who did he have? He had Locatelli. He also had Verratti.
Yeah.
You don't understand that. That's what, when you look at
and also which is why it was always for Gazi how he won that whole Europe award. He literally rode the coattails of Verratti and what's that guy from Inter Milan?
Barella.
And Barella. Yeah. He rode their coattails.
No, it's true. So because the issue that Chelsea having now has everything to do with the fact that N'Golo Kante is not the same player. If N'Golo Kante was a fit player, that this whole Chelsea would have been transitioned different. It would be different. They would be completely different. But you don't have N'Golo Kante anymore. Then you have Jorginho playing by himself in the midfield. Oh, it's a disaster.
No, but I think that, okay, let's say Chelsea get the CCD. Let's think they get a quality CCD or whatsoever. Will that solve the goal scoring issues? Do you believe that the goals can consistently be spread around like they are at Man City? I don't know. See, it's two ways. Either you have a go-to goal scorer or you can spread the goals around evenly. The issue is if you now take Reece James out of it and so forth, between Pulisic, Ziyech, Mount, Havertz, and so forth, can you get a good number of goals to say what's up?
I mean, there is an argument to be had that, like, when you have that, so for example, the fact that Casemiro for United, you saw the assist to Fred. Winning the ball,
that was a great ball, bro.
So that was a brilliant ball. So, but you could also make an argument that when you know that person is dealing with that, it allows other midfielders to actually create. They don't have the responsibility necessarily. So if you have a good midfield DM that is good at winning the ball quickly, that has good passing distribution, then suddenly it takes the pressure off the other midfielders to actually do that. So you might. I'm not saying Chelsea have got a particularly creative midfield. They don't. I still think they will need further signings, but it does maybe take less pressure off the other midfielders, Mount, etc., to do that when they don't have to worry about defending and winning the ball back. They can just press. They can, you know what I mean? So I think it does affect things potentially. It's the reason why it has to be the base.
Yes. So talk to me, then I'll come to us.
Yeah. I agree with what RDS is saying. What I genuinely believe is. I understand what you're saying. Aichich was saying about like you need a very good goal scorer, but I feel like especially with Chelsea, they must solidify that midfield. They must do it because I feel like if they even get a goal scorer, I think the problems will still be existing. Yeah. I feel like when they solidify the midfield, they will give themselves a chance.
Yeah, because
a chance to do something. Or else it's like you're gonna get a situation where we're not creating as much. The ball is not getting to our forward. He's not getting enough chances. That's what
uncertainty because if you don't score this, if you start throwing balls and you don't score, you're not gonna get as many chances.
Exactly.
But the thing is, if you watch, and this is why the mid was important. Like, yes, goal scoring is important, but if you rewatch the United game when United went to Chelsea, when Chelsea went to Newcastle. When Chelsea went to Arsenal, like all those teams dominated Chelsea in terms of their possession, in terms of the midfield. Like they choked Chelsea for large periods.
Wait, real quick. Okay, I'm just confused. Are you a Chelsea fan who's now a City fan? I'm confused. Is this a Chelsea fan who's now a City fan because of Abramovich?
I didn't even peep. He has a City badge and he says Chelsea.
All right. Okay. So no, sorry. I'm sorry. Continue.
That's strange. No. So I'm just trying to say is that like that's what the emphasis on midfielders because like it's no point if you can't actually control the game or hold on to a game.
You don't need to score 3 or 4 goals. You don't have to score 3 or 4 goals. You just need to score a goal or 2 goals.
The reality is against United, Chelsea, and Newcastle is that like Chelsea were outplayed. They didn't have any control for any length of time in any of those games. Even though Newcastle only scored a goal, even though it was only, I think, a goal different. I think, again, 1-0 against Arsenal. And let's be real, it was a fluky penalty for Chelsea. And then Casemiro got that. So a difference of 1 goal. All those teams, there was no way that Chelsea were going to score in those games because they had no control over it. So the midfield for me for Chelsea is critical, and they don't.
Which is why when guys are like, "Oh, now look at Sterling Mount scoring in this game," and Sterling doing whatever. I'm sorry, it's Bournemouth. There are a lot more better teams in the Premier League than Bournemouth, and if Chelsea are not going to be embarrassed this season by where they finish, you're going to have to play a lot better than that against far superior teams and better teams, especially when you now go away from home. So, like, again, cool. You should beat Nottingham Forest, but now it's then Man City next. And so, because I told you, I mean, let's even bring this up again, man. Hold up. So, it's Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, beat Forest.
Then it's City, FA Cup game, West London derby, Crystal Palace. Then this is the key game, the Liverpool game. Then is this and that. So, look, there are winnable games here and so, but see, now that's Fulham are strong. That's going to be a difficult game. Palace, that's always a tricky team. So Chelsea have to win this because this block here is going to be very tough. You know, it's going to be very, 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 very tough. I mean, Chelsea's top 4 credentials, man. Too early to say or what? Or do you think that January could be make or break? As in literally, January will decide Chelsea's season.
So, quick question: why was Ziyech not playing?
Who not playing?
Ziyech.
Hakeem.
I don't think he obviously wasn't fit enough. It has to be a fitness thing.
That was confusing because I don't know why Sterling started. Because you normally in a normal world you start Ziyech over Sterling, but okay. So if he wasn't available, that makes more sense. Let me say this: I think the World Cup was the best thing that happened to Pulisic. That was the best thing that could have happened to him. Because I'll say a lot of the World Cup returns are like Rashford, Saka. They're balling out right now.
Yeah, they're looking all right. Yeah.
I think the World Cup kind of boosted their form, and we were all talking about this World Cup hangover. I think it actually boosted players into a different mentality.
But you know what's it called? I think it was Casey who said it on the Monday show that let's wait because what he was saying, what he may see in February are muscular injuries. So there may be like a kind of like a delayed effect.
How many players have been injured during the World Cup?
I think
think about that.
So I think because remember, so what you don't get is because of this stupid f-top schedule of this World Cup. Do you know how tough the schedule has to be now and how quickly they give it? Because remember, and if you're in England, League Cup and FA Cup games as well. So we will not really see the effects until February when those games are coming thick and fast.
And that's even more why. Also, I was just going to the point. That's even more why I'd even be more concerned about Newcastle, because not only can you spend in January, but Newcastle only have that one competition in Premier League to focus.
Actually, I think Newcastle will be fine because if you look at every other team, you have Arsenal in Europa League. Chelsea,
but are Newcastle still in the League Cup?
They are still in the Carabao Cup, but like most of their players, aside from Bruno Guimaraes, most of the players didn't go to the World Cup, so they're fresh in that respect, and they're linked with making more signings in January. So you're bringing in fresh players, and you're
Newcastle
players. You know,
they're good, guys. They're good. Newcastle are good.
But you know, I think Newcastle they've just complicated this whole thing, man. Yeah. They've just complicated this whole thing because it's like now it's like a top 6 because we're so focused. Okay, so Liverpool, United, Tottenham, but they're just sort of just here. So wait a minute, because obviously 6 and 7 can't go so far. So top Newcastle, because if they just keep on going like this, they're like, what happens now?
Wait, are you saying by top 6 you meaning are Chelsea part of this top 6 or not? Because right now, not really.
The fact that Chelsea are behind Brighton is hilarious because you guys stole their manager.
That's crazy. I forgot about that.
But look at that. Look, only 1 point behind Liverpool, you know.
6 points behind Force. It's not too bad. I mean,
5 points behind United. So look, we're coming up there. We're coming up.
Newcastle are blessed right now. They're thinking this Newcastle.
Actually, who's the next game? Wolves away.
Was it
Unai Emery?
So if Chelsea beats Nottingham Forest, you drop points against Wolves. Let's talk.
Where Wolves, HH? Can you just scroll down? Where Wolves on the table?
Yeah, it's what they're managed by Lopetegui, bro. They're not.
Where are they?
Keep going. Actually? Oh my God, dear God. Oh, Wolves, man.
Wow, Southampton are Roos bottom.
Yeah.
HH. I was also told that now that Reece is out, you're trying to replace him with Dumfries. Is that true?
So let's you know what's funny about that? You know what's funny? I saw a tweet from one of the biggest, like a big Chelsea a Twitter guy, the guy named Mod something, whatever his name is.
Oh, CFC Mod.
Yeah, the guy said one of the funniest things he said, the fact that I support a football club that our best player is our right back is insane. Bro, I couldn't stop laughing. He said our best player is our right back.
Do you know the beauty about this? The only bright spots of this Reece James injury, Real Madrid's greedy paws maybe will be distracted and so forth, because I'm still worried. Real just keep on hovering on, because Reece James, you need to sign that contract. You need to sign that thing, man. Please use the Mount's money to pay him.
The thing is,
sorry, it's the other wing. Sorry, but I said you still got Ben Chilwell who can.
I mean, the thing is about Reece James is that Reece James when he's like fine, he's fit, he's the best right back in the world. No one touches him.
No.
That's why Real wants. Obviously, if Real are coming after you, you must be a big deal. So that's why I said, like, Reece James is Chelsea's diamond. Like, he's literally Chelsea's diamond.
So bad, HH. Chelsea are going to run Reece to the ground, because right now you're looking at your best attacking.
Worry about Barcelona in your Europa League playoff game, bro. Worry about Barcelona. Wait, hold on. Let me bring this there. Joshua. Can you see this bullying? Make Messi a horseman now. Let me say this again. You cannot be a horseman while you're actively playing. Your application can only be read once you retire. So his application cannot be read because it's still active. Your application can only come through after you retire. Thank you. And stop bullying me. Eddie.
Can I say something before
Paul, please go for it.
I know you're gonna disagree or not.
I know I will. I'm sure I will.
No, but if we agree with the premise, I know we positives. I think this is important. If we agree that having that rock in the defensive midfield is crucial of how the rest of midfielders work, could we be able to see? I'm not saying, look, Mason Mount is never going to be one of the top midfielders ever.
No,
but we could very well see. If you get that rock, which we will not, I think, but maybe we could see a much better Mount. Maybe we could actually see a playmaking 10 that doesn't have to worry about running back, running forward, running back, running
Paul,
forward.
no.
Paul, maybe. No. I'm just saying.
No, Paul, there's no maybe.
Listen, I'm telling you this because if you are able to do that, you can sell him for more money.
No, but Paul, I want to just get rid of him now, Paul, because I'm tired of Mounts. And
didn't he score a goal today?
I don't. Okay, have you heard the saying, a broken clock is right twice a day? Yeah, Mount is a broken clock.
That is true.
He's a broken clock.
The problem is that when he's consistently your highest goal scorer, it's a problem, because then no. If
Mount is your best player, you are going in the wrong direction.
Like the person who's scoring the goals. Because like you can't sell the player.
RDS, he starts parts. He starts parts against fruit sellers. With all due disrespect, he starts parts against fruit sellers. I'm sorry. Now, RDS, let's see what he does against Man City in the doubleheader. Then we can then judge him.
Against Man City in a UCL
final. Oh, go give me a break. That was 3,000 years ago, man.
You bring that up.
Eddie Martin, Chelsea, Brighton, or Fulham for the Conference League. So Eddie is a Liverpool fan. Eddie, worry about Liverpool trying to get top 4 and so forth. See, I will laugh. See, Liverpool fans think they're so cool. Worry about Charles Darwin trying to actually hit a shot on target, and worry about getting top for yourselves. Thank you.
How are you talking all of this when you're in 8th? That's
Money
crazy.
Money Mace is clear of facts that Chelsea W but remain 8th. We speak.
That is right.
Moving on. Alhambra. I was at the Chelsea versus Man United game. Shout out to Matthew Haddington. Casemiro live is just something else. His off the ball movement is underrated.
Yeah. That's something we haven't talked about. Yes, his off the ball movements. Because we're talking a lot about his on the ball, but his off the ball movement. Obviously, I'm not been in the game. It's just like
no. Basically, when you I know, and here's the thing that do you know. let me even ask you guys this. What is it about watching a game live and watching it on TV? Because it's the same thing. But why does it feel different when you watch a game live? Like in a stadium?
I think it's just the atmosphere, just being there.
No, because okay, I'll give you an example. Bro, I had watched billions of Pirlo games, all games, him at Milan, Brescia, Juventus. Nigeria play Italy, friendly game before the 2014 World Cup. And he comes on and at second half. Watching Pirlo live is not like watching him on TV. And I don't know what it is. Because just when I just see him just do what he does on that pitch, it just felt different. So I don't know what it is. Maybe street people tell me, what is it about watching a game live and watching it on TV? I mean,
the thing is that with the TV, it's biased because at the end of the day, you're only seeing certain angles, usually where the in quote action is, and that's what often is projected to you. And even like when like there's a shot or miss, like the camera will suddenly pan towards something else, if that makes any sense.
Oh yeah.
Really, whereas when you're at the game, you have you've got a panoramic view of what's sort of going on from top to finish, so it just feels more natural and organic.
Actually, I think in like that, it's the TV cutting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
because basically wherever you're sitting, you see everything fully. So basically,
you're aware of the immensity of everything.
And you know what it is? Yes, temporary right, because you know what it is? With Pirlo, I could see that, oh wow, I can see him look.
Exactly.
And then receive the ball, see the look, and then hit like that. Basically, it's like, imagine what it must be watching Xavi live. You're seeing him like take a look, receive the ball, and then give that pass. And you're just seeing him basically scan and study the pitch before.
You can follow the movement of every player
yes,
from start to finish. Whereas on TV, you might just get they might sort of clip it and oh wow, Fred has got the ball now, or this person, you're not really seeing the build up to it, if that makes any sense.
So, not to that extent with Xavi and Pirlo HH, but when I went to go see the Bayern Munich, when they came to America, Bayern Munich and Man City game, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, HH, watching Kevin De Bruyne live is different than watching him on TV. Like I understand we cuss to doing all that stuff, but
no,
you see different aspects, because the thing is it's like you see the whole game, you see the whole field. You see like the movement, because like the issue with the TV is like they focus on the ball. So wherever the ball is, that's where the camera is, because that's where the action is. But you don't see the off-ball movements. What's happening when the other side of the field, or the movement of the back line. Like especially at elite level, how all the back line is like is synchronized, moving forward, moving back. Like it's the balance of the whole team. That's something you don't see in TV. So. Yeah, I appreciated him and Alphonso Davies, which is different watching them live.
Is it true that Mount looks better alive?
Apparently, I think HH needs to go and see Mount live.
Maybe you will appreciate him.
No. I respect my mental health and my eyes, please. Thank you. And Wink, I've taken Kai under my wing. I saw something today, and then watch him basically abuse him on Monday. Then. It's a typical one.
Are we doing this again? Are we just going back to the Mount, Kai Havertz, Sterling?
You have to let go one day, HH. Like Yasser mentioned, it's better to let go before the decline. Many teams will hold on so long and not plan 3 to 5 years ahead. Yeah. No, true. No, look.
True.
Here's the thing.
You're really late.
Kansé was so important and he was so profound. I was like, man.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You have to see. That shows the level of if you're a big club. Big clubs are like, we can let go of anybody and survive. We cannot be beholden to one particular player. And that's what club football is about, moving on. That is literally what it is. You can count on one hand the Totti, Gerrards, Maldinis. Very few players, or freaking...
Scholes.
Wait, did Xavi move or he was at Barca the whole
time? No, he retired. He retired at Barca.
Yeah, Xavi. Basically, there are Scholes. Very few players spend the entire time at one club. Most guys, they eventually move on. Shout out to your boy Adams, man. Thank you for the dub. The fact that RJ missed his dream to play in a World Cup to nurse this injury, and just to get that same injury again is just sad, man.
It is.
The mental health of players never gets put into consideration on Twitter. No, F Twitter, fuck, screw it. Santi Cazorla. Do you know, like, he showed his what his ankle looked like during the injury?
Yeah.
Bro, it was a mess. Because he said that the thing about injuries is about what it does to you mentally, because people forget how good that guy was. Santi Cazorla was bloody good. In terms of just technically, that guy was bloody good. That injury, but he just said, like, mentally, it's just wear with you because they tell you the whole part of rehabilitation is positive attitude, to believe that you can actually get through it. Because if you have any kind of negative attitude, it makes it even harder. But it's so hard to stay positive when you have those long-term injuries, man. So for Reece James, man, it's, because, bro, England, he could have been vital for England.
It's not just recovering, H. How many times have we seen players recover physically and just for the fear of getting injured again, they will never play the same? Ansu Fati is the best example.
Oh, yeah.
Just see him. Like, he's fit, like, he's physical well. And the little bits he's played at Barcelona and at Spain, you can see that even though he still has the talent, he's afraid of doing those.
Oh, no, it's true. No, because I think it's those guys. If you have recurring injuries and so forth, it's mentally, it's messed up your game, messed up your game. So it's a mental thing, man. Alhambra, as a Moroccan, I can tell you that Amrabat is not the right foot for Chelsea. His strengths are breaking down opposition attacks and springing counters with long balls. This is not how Potter plays.
That's true. That's a fair point.
But then, then who did Chelsea get then? Who is out there?
What about Casado from Brighton?
Okay, Addis. I know Chelsea are not going to turn into Brighton 2.0.
No.
Because I think we're stolen the whole coaching setup. The cleaning lady, the window cleaner.
Didn't he boss your midfield when you played against them when Potter went there?
Look, that's one game, bro.
I know, but still, he's a good player. Like, I think United.
All right.
Wins. Right?
So, guys, now talk to me about this whole thing. Okay, let me give my assessments here. Liverpool fans went like crazy. Okay, no. Before I go there, and I'm so glad to have two United fans, one weird fan who sort of like shifts between different guys. So 2.5 United fans here, or 2 and 3/4, or 2 and 1/4. Who knows? I think it's 2 and a third. Who knows? Shout out to Miss Smallwood. Did United get clowned with his Gakpo deal?
Absolutely.
Okay.
1,000%. 1,000%.
No. Because basically, shout out to Elijah. He was sending me DMs of like YouTube videos with Gakpo in a United jersey saying "Welcome to United." Why do people?
Clowns.
Take it away, bro.
United are straight clowns. Like these guys. Look, when you have a good player, and then they decide, let's hold off for a little bit. Well, we'll see what happens in the near future. Maybe they'll bring it down. That's what happened with De Jong. That's what happened with Griezmann. That's what happened. Like, bro, United are a clown. So, like, I don't understand this. When you want a player, if you really want him, you buy him. That's just how life works. If you want something, you go buy it. You don't wait.
Okay. So the issue was United were not fully sure whether to go in for him. So they're like,
Yes.
Yeah, they were hesitant because they believed that they could bring they thought they could bring the price even down. By the way, 37 million is not crazy. 37 million is actually a bargain.
How the market is right now is a fucking steal. Like Enzo Fernandez 120 million. What the?
Yeah. You know what it is? You know what's worse than that?
The market is different. It's different.
You know what pisses me off so much about this, right? Is the player. I'm not that big a fan of the player. I like Gakpo, but I'm not like, oh my god, Cody Gakpo, right? The thing that annoys me more than anything is the manager wanted the player in the summer. We didn't get the deal done. It even gets more embarrassing because you don't know the full details. Look, Cody Gakpo and Ten Hag have the same agent. Wow. They have the same agent, The same agent that did the deal for Ten Hag to go to Man United is the same agent that has Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo is playing for PSV. Who is the manager for PSV? Tell me who is the manager. Who's the manager for PSV? Ruud van Nistelrooy is the manager for PSV.
How do you screw that up? How in the world do you screw that up?
This is bad.
Look. This is how. Look, Erik ten Hag. Ajax played in the final of the Dutch Cup final. Who scored the goal against him?
Oh, yeah.
Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo scored the goal. This guy wanted Cody Gakpo for. Look, what's even worse is we terminated Cristiano Ronaldo's contract when? A long time ago. We terminated, I think it was in the beginning of December. And yet, we still can't get this deal done, HH. I don't understand. I HH. It's like...
I think how Yaz presents it, I think, is perfect. I'm not a fan of Gakpo as well, because I'm like, I don't think he's that good. But it's not about you being a fan. It's whether the manager wants to be a fan. Because what I always say, a team of the right players will always beat a team of amazing players. Mm-hmm. It's about, think about it. I always use the example, FIFA Ultimate Team, green bars. Make sure you all have green bars. Those green bars could be with average players, semi players, tier 2 players, but they all work well as a team. Where a manager is trying to build a system, he's not just trying to get the best players, he's trying to get the right players. So if he says, no, based on what I'm trying to build and how I think he's going to work off of him and the chemistry of the team, I think he's going to fit in well because he works well with Rashford, with Shaw, with Thingy, and so forth. So any manager says that I want this player and he's in hundreds of millions, you get the freaking player, man. Artist, talk to me.
So I'm just on my booking my flight back to Madrid. It's to take time.
Paul, I want you to get the army, and I want you to shoot down this guy's plane. If it goes,
whoa, that's dark, HH. That is dark, man.
That went left. So,
I was like, get some terrorist stuff. I know your team.
Artists, you just have to make that connection. Yeah, okay, let's. No, but look, I mean, okay, where are you with it? Because it is a tricky one because I think he's an amazing super player. Ten Hag wanted it.
I think I'm under the impression that United don't actually have any money. So like so because everyone has said like it's 37 million, it all sounds so perfect, but even Ten Hag clearly wanted the player. So the only reason you don't get the player is because the club doesn't have the money. That's it. The club is I think someone said it was like literally like United are like 100 mil overdrawn. When you get your bank card in, you're like, listen, I need to get some. I want to get a takeaway.
Yeah.
It says like card declined. That's probably what happened for Gakpo, man. So they were almost about to let's go to the United bank account, get the money, and it was like, we don't actually have any money in the account. Like we're overdrawn. It's the interest is. That's how I think it went down. Like Liverpool swapped in, they got the deal, fair enough. United tried, and then they got bank declined. You know what I mean? If you're a United fan watching this channel, like don't expect Manchester United to make any signings in January. Like Manchester.
No, stop it. Like
no.
Artists, come on, stop it.
They said several times. Yeah. Like United tunic, right? Overdraft tax, exactly. It's overdraft tax. Like
so basically, you have to start borrowing money now.
Yeah, exactly. So United spent a lot of money in the summer, 200 million. They've said several times, like, listen, we don't have the priorities as number 9, and we can't. And the going rate for number 9 is definitely more than 30 million pounds sterling. United only. United lost money, let Ronaldo go. So they've obviously got wages. People even saying that like United don't even have enough money to pay the Joao Felix loan. The 6 mil. United don't have 6 mil to pay the Joao Felix loan thing.
That's insane.
So at the end of the day, like Liverpool, they got a player. They're more focused. They actually know what they want to get, and they actually. Okay, Darwin Núñez, was that a financial gamble? I don't know. We'll see what happens. But generally speaking, they're much more disciplined in that respect. United, ultimately, Gakpo went to a club that had money in the bank. And United currently don't have that right now. Don't expect any signings in January.
Guys, let me say this real quick.
Yeah.
When it comes to money, Glazers are so quick. Guys, let's understand.
Glazers F-off was trending on Twitter. So
guys, Ronaldo was finished in a day. Ronaldo's deal was finished in a day. So clearly, we know how to sign players.
They will bring back Igalo before they sign another attacker.
There's respect in Nigeria. But wait, hold on. So before I come to Paul, let me just hit this straight mark right now. So, I want to focus on the Liverpool aspect. So, Paul, how do you rate this as a signing for Liverpool, Paul? Because my thing is, again, I thought he was one of the Netherlands' best players. I think him and Frank de Jong were the best players for the Netherlands at the World Cup, and I think he's decent. I don't rate him that highly personally, but the thing is Klopp. Because Klopp is known for taking a player from here to there. And even if I don't rate him now, I still think that there is potential here. There is something here that can be improved upon. And I think if there's a manager you want to go to really take a game to the next level, it's Klopp, because he's done it to several players. So do you feel that this could actually be an amazing signing for Liverpool, being that he's going into work with Klopp, who has improved so many players?
I mean, to be honest, let's be objective here. Signing a good, someone who actually did a great job with their national team at the World Cup, being crucial in more than one game, good goals, young, signing him for 37 million in this market is already
it's amazing. In today's market, it's amazing. Yes,
it's amazing. Having said that, I don't think he is as good as Joao Felix, for example. I think Joao Felix is better or can be better. We can never talk about certainties with young players. I absolutely agree with the club tax. You have to give this man some kind of lenient, of how to say it, like an amount of, I don't know, I don't trust it, but because you made the signing, I'm gonna trust it because this guy knows what he's doing. It's like it's one of those managers that boost young players. Still, I don't think he's the next, Mo Salah, for Liverpool. No. But I mean, and I'm happy they did it, because if they're now spending money on Gakpo, they look like they're focusing a lot on Enzo Fernandez. This looks like this puts me at ease, because now Bellingham apparently is very close to Madrid. So because there was a moment, I don't want to get into Bellingham thing, but the moment where Bellingham drifted from them and apparently was very close to Liverpool. And
yes, suddenly, because let me see, guys were saying that like him and Henderson were very close, very friendly during the World Cup. Henderson was doing some secret agency stuff.
But apparently, Bellingham, Real Madrid told him, if you want to come with Madrid, what you have to do is don't renew, wait for the contract to expire, and give us signs. That's exactly what he's done with the
so you want Bellingham at Madrid?
Yes. And he will come. Okay. So because Liverpool is now focusing at Enzo, they signed Gakpo. So as a let's be honest, guys, this signing without even thinking of potential is crazy. Now, what this guy has is goal. He can score amazing goals.
Yeah,
he's done it.
And I think as well, because Paul, I mean, what this does, you want to relieve the pressure off of Salah. I still think Charles Darwin is trying to evolve his football game and so forth. So God bless his soul. But I think if Gakpo can come in and see some goal scoring off of your boy, I think he can be real. Let me come. So yes, I know they are rival and so forth. Are you jealous of what Gakpo could do for Liverpool, or are you like, well, we don't know how? Because my thing is, how much are you fearful of the club tax, as Paul posed 100%. With Gakpo?
Because he's a lot of people, he's raw, and that's I feel like the Darwin Núñez situation is different than the Cody Gakpo. The thing I like about Cody Gakpo is, like Paul mentioned, he scored goals. He scores goals, and he's been scoring goals in the PSV system. He's been scoring goals at Louis van Gaal system, and then for club, I feel like club system is tailor made for Cody Gakpo. I feel like he will fit very well, because he reminds me of because Liverpool have similar players to Cody Gakpo, i.e. What is that guy, Jota? Jota. So it's like Jota's injured, Diaz is injured. You just need another player, like you said, HH, that can take the pressure off of Mo Salah.
Yeah.
And the pressure off of Darwin Núñez, because I mean, whatever you want to say, he's a brick, he's a clown. Twitter is bullying that guy. He's apparently the next Lukaku, etc. Whatever, you know. The thing is, you're going to take pressure off of him as well, because you need another goal scorer. And the good thing about Cody Gakpo, he's very versatile. He can play as a striker, but he can also play as a left-sided player. So
he's not really out striker though. Yesterday, but I agree with you nonetheless. I wouldn't say is that.
Yeah, that's his landline. Is like
so all I'm saying is I think he will fit very well in the system. I really do believe that, and I feel like there's room to grow for him because he's only 22, 23 years old. Then one thing I liked about him is Liverpool, the way they play is they're very high pressing team.
Okay, yes. Can you try to disconnect your phone or something? because I know I'm wearing headphones. Just try to disconnect or something.
Let me say something real quick.
Okay, Oz, please take the mic.
So when you look at a front three, you normally see somebody that sacrifices in order for the other players to like shine. You feel me? So like you have City. Most of those players sacrifice so that Haaland's scoring goals. If you look at Liverpool before with Sadio Mane, Firmino, and Salah, Sadio Mane and Firmino kind of lessened their game and
Oz
to the next level.
Okay.
So when you look at this set, how do you play Cody Gakpo, Darwin Núñez, and Salah?
I've been there.
Because you're looking at a team where
Oz, we're currently staring at a still image, but you're still talking. So I'm confused.
I've been there. I've been there.
So Oz, come out and come back in, Oz. Oh, okay. I think you're there. You're there. Okay, let's continue.
Was I frozen?
Yeah, you're frozen. You're frozen.
Oh no! All I was saying is that how do you play Salah, Darwin Núñez, and Cody Gakpo in the same system? Like, how does that work? Because now you're looking at players that all try to their main purpose is to score. Who's going to sacrifice? I don't think Gakpo is at that level where he can't sacrifice in order to help the team. Because I don't think Gakpo is that great technically. I don't think Salah is going to do that, and you definitely know Darwin Núñez is definitely not going to do that. So how is that going to work? That's why I'm not too worried about them signing Gakpo, but Klopp, he might change it up. You don't know. So, but in my opinion, I don't understand why they signed Gakpo in the first place. It doesn't make sense.
Some people are saying is because the club has already had enough of Darwin Núñez. He will sign his replacement.
You know what? Actually, this talk is bringing something. They probably won't take Firmino. Like they will get Firmino out, right?
Yeah.
So
no, but Firmino, he needs to be ushered out already, man.
I'm just saying, Firmino. I'm just saying, Perez. You want a striker for 1 year, just to be in the bench, maybe some games play, linking up.
Oh, you want to go for Firmino?
Just, it's a good link up, like Benzema shaky 1 year, bench player. Why not?
No, could be tricky. But actually, let me hit this one. So, shout out to Joshua, who says, HH Pirlo, second best midfielder of all time, maybe sixth horseman. No, Pirlo is not a horseman, but he is top 3 midfielders of all time for me. Top 3 for sure.
He's not better than Xavi, though.
Oh, my guys.
Money Mace is Clef Hart said, Kante 2022 secretly Barkley dipped in. Okay, all right.
Let me just say this real quick.
Let's go for it.
I just
Wait, is us talk again?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You have to smile.
Yeah. Siberia tax. Okay. All right. So let's hit. Okay, let's talk, man. Now,
Paul, is that coffee?
Let me ask a question.
Or water?
Water. The fruit of life. Oh yeah, 7 it looks like water. So let me ask this question now. If you're Joao Felix, where should you go? Arsenal, Man United, or Chelsea? This is the scenario I always use. You're his agent. So you want to say, what is the best place for my clients to flourish? Is it Arsenal, Man United, or Chelsea without any bias? Remember, this is we're playing role play. You're role playing as Felix's agent. Paul, talk to me. What is this? So you know this is Felix. You see what he's had to do with Atletico Madrid. You understand his playstyle, his profile. He's your guy. He's your guy. He's your client.
Go to Real Madrid.
So, okay, Paul. Now,
I'll be honest. Objective is the best option. If Madrid is interested, objective is the best option. But having said that, between the three clubs, I don't think he's gonna start at Arsenal, although he could steal the spot because he's actually very talented. I think Chelsea is a great place because he'll be able to, I think he'll get Havertz spot. And the other team was United, right?
United, yes.
You can make an argument for throwing Newcastle there.
Fine.
But are Newcastle interested though?
There were reports that
because the three names I had was Chelsea, Arsenal, and United.
I think they were linked like early on. I don't think it's as strong as the others.
Is this Magpie Studios speaking right now, or is this?
No, this is. Speaking.
No, but I will say, look, between the three teams, I will say Chelsea.
Okay.
Yes. What about you, man?
For me, Joao, hey man. So there's the three teams I want you. You know I'm a United fan, but for your career, just see the best out of you. To see the Felix, the cat, the HHB saying, the Joao, J-Links, 110% Arsenal Football Club. That guy will be unbelievable in Mikel Arteta's system. I think, especially what Mikel Arteta has done with Martinelli, has done with Eddie Nketiah, scored an unbelievable goal. Where the heck did that come from? HH would take Joao Felix to the level that we all expected. For me, it's the World Cup has changed me. I am a football guy. I love Man United. I love the Premier League, but I'm a football guy. Okay. So I want to see Joao Felix at his best. For me, go to Arsenal Football Club. Like he will get the Cellini, the je ne sais quoi,
I agree with you. If he has good minutes, I will agree with you.
Oh, 100% Arsenal. If I was agent, if I was his brother, I would tell him to go to Arsenal Football Club. They play phenomenal football. They're positionless.
But as Paul said, does he start?
Yes, I think he starts
ahead of.
Because look, you don't have.
Of course. And Nketiah?
Yeah, I think he starts over.
So who's the striker then?
I think you play him as a 9. Yeah, play him as a false 9. I'm telling you, they will cook. They will cook.
Yeah, no. I'm with Ardes because my thing is, you need a striker. You need just a striker profile there. So even if, of course, he's a better player than Nketiah, but you are wasting Felix's talents if you're not playing him as the false. Felix needs to be an attacking midfielder. So my thing is that he can't displace Odegaard. He can't displace Saka. He can't displace Martinelli. They are playing too good. So the only player he displaces in the attack is Nketiah, and Nketiah is a striker, and you need him in the profile in there. So the issue with that is he's not a guarantee to start. If he's happy to be in rotation, then cool. But I think the whole point of him making the move is I want to be a regular starter for an attacking team that suits my playstyle.
Okay, Jesus is that profile, right? It's that link-up guy who's not that. It's not Cristiano, it's not Haaland, but he's still it's perfect for that Arsenal.
Yeah, 100%.
So why not Felix?
No. For me, I think Felix is different from Jesus. He's different from Jesus. I remember, Jesus is still a striker at his core. At his core and nature, he's still a striker, which is a very important aspect to have. Also, what about you? So where do you think Felix should go then?
Look, I'm putting that United discussion in right now because I'm a United fan. I have to.
Hey, I love Felix, man.
I need to see because look, you look at United, we don't have a reliable number 9 right now. We're hoping that Martial stays fit for the rest of the season, which is not going to happen. So I think Ten Hag could definitely help Joao Felix in the long term. I'm more looking at the long term. I'm not looking for a loan. I'm not looking for the here and now. I'm looking at the option to buy part, because Atletico are putting him in a loan option to buy. So now, if you have Ten Hag, he can turn this guy into what United need, and that's somebody that you look at Firmino. That's what Joao Felix could be for United, because now you have players like Rashford, Anthony. You have Bruno Fernandes, who's coming, whose main purpose is trying to score. So I think Joao Felix can sacrifice in order to help the team better, and I think he'll take United to a different level where United can start scoring goals.
So who does he replace?
Martial, because Martial doesn't. He's not doing it. He's too injury prone, in my opinion.
Okay. So you're saying that he then plays behind Rashford?
No, we're talking about number 9.
You're putting Felix as a number 9?
Yeah, false 9. 100%.
Oh no!
Eric Ten Hag has been using a false 9 for
HH. You know, like he could be the Dusan Tadic. He can be 110% HH. Yes.
Okay, artist. What are you saying, man? Felix, man. You're muted. We can't hear. You're muted.
I actually said, like, so because we're saying what's the best move for the player. Ultimately.
For the player,
that's a combination for me of who the manager is, whether the player is going to get any game time, and how
the play style and so forth, and the system.
How a team plays against the system. So I look at Arsenal and I agree with HH that I think that Arteta is he's still a young sort of coach, but like he's shown us, so it's fair enough. And he has slowly should improve. Do I think that he would necessarily get the best out of Joao Felix right away? I'm not entirely sure. Even with good Odegaard, it took a bit of time, but eventually you see what he's doing. I don't know whether obviously Gabriel Jesus is injured, so but I agree with you that I feel like he would be more of a rotational player. Joao Felix is not a number 9. He's not someone he can contribute, yes, he can create. For me, he's still like a second striker. That's what it is. He's not someone that's going to come into Arsenal and like score like tons of goals. Like that's not what he's going to do. United, we've already dismissed United because of #overdraft tax. So that is that isn't even a conversation. Let's keep it a stack. So let's put that
so sad, bro.
Let's be real. Let's just be real. So Chelsea, Chelsea's interesting because
be respectful. No.
It's not but like again, we've already talked about what Chelsea need, and do Chelsea need a second striker?
Kai Havertz. They don't need Kai Havertz again.
I don't know because like you mentioned it. I don't know because you're right. I could see Joao Felix potentially becoming another Kai Havertz situation.
But I just want to be. I want to be excited. I want to be happy. I want to smile.
But
I want to smile.
He's not going to score the goals that you need though, and he's not a midfielder.
Okay. No, Artist, you are completely right. You are right. Like logically, you're right. But see, Artist, I'm working off of passion. Artist, I just want a video that I do where I'm smiling and I'm happy.
Yeah, you got Nkuku.
I'm genuinely good. I'm like, yes, we have a baller. As crazy as it sounds, just give me one day of. Okay. Here's the deal. How about it happens? I do the stream and then it gets cancelled. Just give me that one day of happiness.
In a sick way, I actually think, and I know people are gonna hate me, flame me, but I actually think that if Lukaku was actually back in this team and Joao Felix came in, then actually that would actually be more interesting because then I'd be like, so now you've got that Lautaro thing, you've got that support second.
That'd be amazing. That would be phenomenal.
That'd be why are you doing this to me?
No, but the thing is, dumb.
It could work.
Stupid, bro.
It could be interesting, but why couldn't he play as a number 10? Why wasn't Felix? Like you talk about again, like you need a defensive, but you also lack on the playmaking department. Joao Felix could work as that. The actual
but playmaking for who?
I don't know, but at least you have that playmaking thing.
No, Paul. I know it's good, but that is why. That's the point that you just made about Lukaku. Because people say, "Oh, look, it was bad." Now, Lukaku only has himself to blame for what happened against Croatia, because you actually had a De Bruyne who was giving you opportunities, but you messed him up. At Chelsea, he didn't get this opportunity because Mans has as much creativity as a paintbrush. So my thing though is as this guy's saying, if you had Joao Felix in there, who's not playing off of a Lukaku, then you can actually. But the issue is if you bring Lukaku into the situation right now, I'm sorry, Havertz is not a striker. He's not a finisher.
Yeah, Havertz goes to bench, but Lukaku's always, for me, Lukaku's always been at his best when he's had a support striker with him. Even at Manchester United, when Rashford's
crazy, bro,
play off with him.
The problem with that is Lukaku. I think the Lukaku and Chelsea relationship is gone. I don't.
That's the issue. We'll bring him back. But that's no. Here's the thing, though. You would hope a Graham Potter would be wise enough to actually be like, listen, we don't have a lot of strikers out there.
Yeah.
And Nkunku is not a striker. Let's
actually, no. Sorry, I know I messed up. He has as much creativity as a wooden door. I knew I messed up because a paint project and paints. I know I messed up. He has as much creativity as a wooden door. It's a wooden door. Sorry, yes, continue.
Yeah, I agree with you, Data. Like the Oz makes a good point though. Like Chelsea are just dumb. They destroyed how do you destroy a relationship with Lukaku? Like, why would you do that? Like now you have to look for a different striker, you know?
And we talk about United being broke. Guys, Chelsea's pretty broke, guys. Let's be honest.
How can Chelsea be broke when Chelsea Chelsea was broke. Chelsea was broke.
That's what I'm saying.
Chelsea got Nkunku, to be honest. And I think they'll get more signings. United are worse.
If you brought Felix in, you'd have to, and if the Lukaku Felix thing happened, you'd have Sterling and Havertz would have to hold bench or find different positions. That's what would happen.
Okay. If I'm being fair here, fully object right now, and I'm Felix, the best move is Arsenal.
100%.
And if I was Felix, I would say you have to trust in your ability to try to outperform Martinelli, Saka, or Odegaard. For me, because I would say that, you see, United could work. But I'm saying a team which is just functional. You know, it's tricky. See, the issue with Chelsea is Chelsea doesn't have a striker. Yeah. And without a striker, I'm just not sure you will get the best out of Joao Felix. And the way that Chelsea are operating, I think Chelsea need much. No, of course I want him in, but if I'm his advisor, Chelsea just seems like a team that needs too much work. The thing about United is this, though.
Yeah, go on.
United is that you can come in and be a hero. United, you are guaranteed to start.
Yeah,
and honestly, if you come in, you're coming into a team that could greatly benefit off of you. Arsenal is already a train that's moving. And they're already a thing that's already functioning on all cylinders. So it would be very hard to break into there and even really get into the flow of things. I think that Felix could be much more of a man. He changed us. But see, Felix could have a greater impact and get greater kudos at United than at an Arsenal. Because Arsenal, Felix is not going to make Arsenal that much better. As opposed to Felix could really take United to another level because what Felix is a guy that can now add another dimension.
Does he play instead of Bruno? Is that what people are saying?
No, you play them together.
My thing is...
That's what I do.
No. My thing is no. You make Rashford their 9, and you have to make him play behind Rashford. So basically, you have a situation where it's like Rashford, he's just behind Rashford, and then Bruno is just behind him. So sort of you have like boom, boom, boom.
Are we discounting the fact about Champions League football? Because Chelsea do have Champions League football at the end of the day. So is that
my thing is that again, it's your client and his situation. You've had a horrid time at Atletico Madrid, and he's the guy that said that I want to show what I can do. I don't want to show the kind of player that I am. Him showing the kind of player that he is way more important than playing in the Champions League. I want to actually show the world that this is the kind of player that I can be. Almost to the point of where, because I'm reading right now that the hang-up right now is Atletico Madrid don't have an option to buy. So guys are saying that 8 million for just a loan, that's not good business. Yeah, so my issue is if they can soften Atletico's group and say, look, if this guy does well enough, can you put in an option to buy and we can explore that? So Felix could be like, if he performs supremely well, boom, we'll get him. So I think his priority is I want to show guys that I'm a baller. Because I keep fighting Zeman, but I say, no, Zeman, I'm sorry. This is a Simeone tax. I know this guy has ability within him, but he's been held back because he's just not in the right team.
But the thing is, if Chelsea do end up with Felix, he can be the one player that could possibly replace your boy. Michael, Eden Hazard. He can
No,
be that dude.
no. Yes.
True.
This is why people are putting you forth for the break door and
No,
stuff,
no,
because because you take things to a whole
okay, that's not what I mean. I don't mean the same exact player, but I mean like, the guy that brings the Cellini back to Chelsea, bro. What she have been missing?
Hazard was different, guys. Don't.
But then like, as different as, but bro, Felix got the Cellini in him. You got the.
On his day, I don't think he was as talented as Hazard. Hazard was
of course, but let's be honest. Look at that Chelsea team. That Chelsea is devoid of entertainment. Like you watch the Chelsea team, you're not entertained.
Yeah.
Who's gonna entertain you in Chelsea? Felix is gonna be that dude.
Mason Mount. Don't discredit him.
That's what Paul was saying.
It's the difference. Like what Jesse is not saying is not comparing him to Hazard, but what Hazard was in the sense of he can be the difference. He can be the difference in the team, right?
Yeah, like
Hazard
the guy.
was the difference. He was
Paul. That is what I was trying to say. RDS. Logically speaking, Chelsea needs to do a lot more than just getting a Felix, and Felix isn't what Chelsea need. But based for pure excitement, my God, if I can just have a player who can excite me, give him the ball and let him do wonderful things, I'll be the happiest guy.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll be the happiest guy.
But the problem is that like we need to go away from spending a lot of money on players that ultimately aren't going to work because you don't have the systems. Because you buy him and then he'll flop.
Whoa! Hold up. Now I know it was trending. I think we got some breaking news. Hold up.
Wait, breaking news.
Oh. Oh
my God.
Wow.
Why do you try to ruin players? Why? Leave these players alone. Leave them alone. I'm tired.
We throw bones on them. 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 We throw bones on them.
No, we have to understand.
Bro, look. RDS, overdraft tax, it doesn't exist in this. Yo, where you at? You guys, where you at, man? You guys, we more different. Yo.
I was told you guys.
What time?
I was told you guys were $2 billion in debt.
No.
I'm jealous.
What if we pull up with an Enzo and a Joao Felix in January?
That'd be crazy. I'll be
like this. Yes, I'll start walking like this.
I'm not really saying anything because Gatlock's in the chat, so it's just.
No, that'll be actually crazy. If you do that,
okay, you know what, guys? Calm. Okay, it's not gonna happen. We're gonna lose out on both players and stuff. It's gonna be a disaster.
Hello, Enzo. I'm your agent. Don't do it.
No. Okay. Look, Chelsea. Gatlock, clip this. Chelsea are not getting Enzo and Joao Felix. There is a 0% chance Chelsea are getting Enzo and Joao Felix, man.
It's happening.
But guys, do you want to laugh more?
What is it, Paul?
Yeah, more. Okay. Atletico are interested in Betis striker Borja Iglesias.
So that is obviously a Joao Felix replacement, which means
that they may be less hesitant to make that buy clause, like that buy loan. Maybe instead of doing a closed loan go back. You know what? Maybe we can bargain for a higher price, but possible buy option.
Yes.
Where's the times link?
Look at that. This is sweating.
I'm actually looking forward to
Yes. That is sweating.
I only go by.
I love this.
I only go by.
No, you see, no. Look, you know what this is? Don't ever see. You abuse Chelsea and we come ladders, man.
I wait for Fabrizio now. Fabrizio is my guy. Like until Fabrizio.
No. I don't because guys, if Chelsea pull up with Felix and Enzo, don't talk to me. No. I don't want anyone to talk to me. Oz, Oz. Oz, don't talk to me.
Let him land,
Oz,
man.
if we get these two players, Oz, don't talk to me. Okay, don't talk to me.
These
Don't
guys
talk to
wasted
me.
300 million in the summer transfer
Oz,
window, and now it's not wasting another 300.
It's okay.
Oz, we're just trying to live, yeah. You're just trying to live, you know. Oz, we're just trying to talk. We're just trying to talk. Yes, double jealous.
I think
Yes,
Rice and
double
Gakpo
jealous.
are in the chat. I think they are, so they're taking notes. So there's a lot of notes there. I'm taking
Okay,
notes,
guys.
you know.
So basically, no, okay. I read my source. Chelsea are not getting Enzo and Joao Felix. Oh,
It's
my
too
gosh,
late.
it's so terrible.
It's
No, we didn't get them. Oh, I'm so sad. Oh gosh.
You know what would be worse is if you do sign those players and still play Conference League football next season. That would be spending
I tell you, if they destroy, if Chelsea Football Club destroy Enzo Fernandez, I'm coming for you, bro. I'm coming for you because at this point, you are.
Oh
Chelsea
my gosh,
Football Club
Todd, please. Let me just cloud these haters. Todd, I'm begging you. Just please. Cause I'm
I
Todd.
thought his name was Todd Bowley. What the hell happened?
No, Oz. When he messes up, he's Todd Bowley. When he does this, his time B. So it depends. It depends.
Okay. First and first.
It depends on what.
Damn.
I'm still waiting for Brick to
Bro, I love this player. I love Enzo Fernandez. Please don't.
Please. Just make sure that we don't get Enzo and J-Lick.
No.
Just make sure we don't get Enzo and J-Lick. Just hopefully, you know. Yes, the night is young, man. Let's see what happens. Let's see. What's 120 mil?
Paul, what happened to Real Madrid being interested? What happened? What's going on with Real Madrid? I thought he was going to Real Madrid. What is this?
Artists, keep refreshing. Artists, don't worry, just keep refreshing.
No. It's okay. I trust in your. I know. Is it Eric Zone or whoever is tweeting at this point?
No, guys. I can't wait till January. No, January is going to be a fun month. January is going to be a fun month because my thing is that United are currently on overdraft, and bro, Neymar is still on the periphery.
Indeed,
Neymar is still on the periphery.
Indeed, Paul. Exactly. Indeed. Neymar's still there. I think what's important to also realize is that Chelsea are still also in 8th or 9th place. So, although you might get the signing,
come on,
it's very important that you.
That's his pull. That's his pull. No. To be able to get his place in 8th and 9th. Wait, who spends 120 million? Oh god! Okay, let's say this. But shout out to your boy. Okay, I'm not. Wait. Okay. All right.
Sorry. Sorry, Yassir, man. Sorry, that's bad. Leave Yassir alone, man. Leave Yassir alone.
No, my God. No, this is that's wrong, man. No, man. No, okay, let's move.
Only 2 people laughing.
No, so focus on them. Eleb said, Felix going from Atletico to Chelsea is like, okay. I'm not gonna read that out.
That's so true.
I'm not going to read that out because
it's like going to one prison to another.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's like Michael Scofield. I thought it was something breaking out of Fox River just to end up in so. You see, I've not actually watched Prison Break. I've only watched I think 2 episodes of the first season. So I've not actually watched the full.
Good. The first 3 seasons.
No. Everyone says it's amazing. Everyone says it's amazing.
Sorry. I just remember important about Felix. I think actually PSG are getting Felix. I read things that PSG were interested, and so I don't think you have any chance.
Halafi is interested.
Paul, we just paid 120 million, Paul. We're front runners.
Come on. After Qatar World Cup, you think they don't have money?
Hey, Paul,
Atletico want money, okay? Atletico want the most money possible because they don't really want to sell Felix, not loan him, but they don't have any chance, okay? Overchance. So they will go to the highest bidder. PSG is interested. Forget it.
PSG, F off PSG, please. Gatlock, when Liverpool confirmed Gakpo after United are linked. Nah, that's messed up, but because that was quick. Literally, guys, like, so United are in talks. Oh, so Liverpool now confirmed. That's like, what? Because that was quick.
My heart dropped when I saw that confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. I was like, what?
Wait. Enzo Fernandez, nice backup when Mount is tired. Okay, Titans FC. No. Jackson. Trying to get Felix to play for Tim's is like trying to get a professor in English literature to help a blind man.
That's hard.
YSK, you know what? That's you know what? I'm gonna. I mean, that deserves a break. Go back to your club. And also, YSK, why is your club living on overdraft tax? How about that? Why is the club living on overdraft tax? How about that, man? So guys, it's been swell. I shall see you guys back here on Friday. So remember, guys, Thursday, the Brick Door finalists will be announced. Maybe Wednesday or Thursday, but before Friday, the 3 finalists for the Brick Door Award will be announced. And on Friday, the streets we'll debate and the streets will vote for this year's recipients of the Brick Door Award. Yes, you may not be a finalist. Yes, you may not be a finalist. We'll see what happens. You may not be a finalist.
Why do we have even a big door? Why do we even have that?
The streets demanded it. Guys, I do whatever the streets say. So
to give neutrality.
Are you on the panel as well? Are you in the selections?
What about doing 3 bricks and 3? I don't know. What is the?
Three amazing. Actually, that's a good one. Actually, we should actually do like a hot door. The 3 best panelists. So basically, the best panelist of the year, and I'm sure Paul is going to be in there because I think people are huge fans of Paul and Ricardo, and the bricks as well. So we'll do that. Actually, you know what, Paul, that's a good one. Actually, I'm going to do we're going to try to find the finalists for the best panelist of the year and the brick of the year.
For one person to win both the big door of the year and
Wait, hold up. Yes. You think you'll be a finalist for best panelist? Yes. With all due disrespect, yes. I don't think you should be looking at panelist of the year.
Listen, okay. That's what I'm saying. At least I want a Dior compared to.
I can already predict the 3. I can already predict the 3 already. Like if we had to sort of, I can already predict the 3.
Wait, you mean for the bricks or for the best?
Yeah. I know it's the 3. Yassi is one. Delta's gonna be the other one. Like let's keep it stuck.
And it has to be cool. It has to be cool.
Delta might win. Like the chat probably agree with me already. Yassi and Delta at least.
It's probably
it's literally like the least suspenseful. I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna do like a massive video, bring on a suit. It's like everyone knows who the 3 are.
Yassi Delta cool. That's it. That's it. That's free. Yassi Delta cool. That's it.
Because Harris, do you know how quick we came up with those 3? Literally, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, that's the 3." Like everyone's like, "Oh yeah, that's the 3."
You know the worst thing about it is I'm not even trying to be a brick, and how do I end up in a big deal? How? I'm not even trying.
Mindless leak.
Maybe
I'm not even trying to be a brick.
Maybe the phone was the agent. Actually, I remember a comment saying, "You know what? Hey man, you are." Maybe you want the brick.
No. It got licked.
I'm not showing up to the ceremony.
Yes, you better show up. No, you are better. Guys, it's been swell. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on Friday for that end of year hangout. Peace. Bye.